guys, here with the Lemans, and it's roaring 127 horsepower. We're going to pull this out of the garage, and we're going to drive over to Leadfoot City, and we're going to run it down the track and see what 127 wheel horsepower, whatever the foot-pound 250 something foot-pound of torque does, and whatever weight this car is. I don't know the weight of this car, so we're going to go see what it does in the 8th mile. And then when we get that thing, that's the Crap Box 400, I think is what we're calling that thing. Once that's built, I don't have high hopes for that. Hopefully it runs good, but you know, we'll see. We're gonna put that in there. We're gonna figure out why this is still running hot all the time. And then we're probably gonna LS swap it after we do all that. But we're gonna have some data. We're gonna have that, and we're gonna have this. And we're gonna have 127 horsepower. And maybe we'll dyno that. See what that is. I don't know. See ya. The weather outside doesn't look awesome, so hopefully we can get some racing done before this rain comes and gets us. Oh, hopefully it just kind of doesn't come here. Yeah, well, yeah. What year?
87.
87 Firebird. This thing is in good shape. 350, 700 R4, he says. We don't know what it's going to run. I'm not really here to do a bunch of video tonight, but if we can catch him in the lanes or running or making a pass, we'll try to grab him as we go by. But pretty neat car. Even the interior ain't trashed out. Like, you don't see these F-bodies in this kind of shape anymore. This one's good, man. This is a good survivor car. Well, there it is, guys. We're gonna watch this guy tonight. He's got a Holly 650 Brawler under there. I think it's vacuum secondary. But that's where we're at.
500. And it was 13-to-1. It was 870 horse motor.
I like the bikes.
And then hit it with a
I'm keeping you guys off. You want to be on there? I'll put you on there. There we go. Hey, yeah. Hell yeah. You guys on the bikes? Both of you?
No, I'm not sitting on a bike.
Just you? You and Pops?
Yeah.
Well, here we go, guys. I don't know if you guys can even hear me, but here we go. We're going to be going here in the lane soon, I hope. We'll see. It looks like we're moving. Okay. Thank you. Yep. Well, there it is, guys. I don't know what we did, but there it is. Probably pretty crappy. Well, we'll go see. I think I've seen like 70 mile an hour or something. We'll see. We'll see in 1 second. This thing wants to not be happy. You guys don't want to sit in one spot.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
It's nice seeing these old cars out here.
I know, it's got no power, but hey, what the hell? It doesn't matter. We're here for
What year
fun.
is it? 72?
72. All right, guys, I don't know what we got. Let's see what we got. We got 11.3. 11.35 at 62 mile an hour. Ripper. She's a ripper. We're going to throw it right in the lanes again because I think it's going to rain. She laid over on that one, guys. I don't know what happened, but she wasn't happy on that one. She laid over. I don't know if we all ran out of gas on that situation or what, but something happened. That's not going to be a good one. Let's see if we can get one more in. 1182 with a layover. That would have been maybe deep. It sucked. Anyway, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. We're getting close to 200 again on that temperature gauge. I think they called it. Well, guys, we got rained out. We got 2 runs. I don't know if we can improve on anything. The last run it laid over pretty good, and that was an 11 something. I don't know what I did with the slip. It was 11. It laid over pretty hard. I don't know if we're going to see that in the video, but the thing was terrible. It laid over, like, it sucked. 11.8. The other one was 11.35. We maybe could have improved. Who knows? Who knows? 62 mile an hour. Rocket ship, baby. Rocket ship. I don't know. We're gonna drive right out of here and go home. I think I had enough of this. I think that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go home now. Alright, guys, we're ready to go here. We're gonna pull the hood. We're gonna pull the motor out. We're gonna find out why it's overheating. We're gonna pull it. We're gonna set that 400 in there. The crap box 400. So right now I'm gonna go after there's 2 bolts right there on that hinge, and then on that hinge over there, there's 2 more. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go after them. And I use my sledgehammer. Hopefully that stays. So I try to take these 2 bolts out, set it down on my rag, and then I'll do the other side, and then I come up and just kind of hold it forward, lower it down, and just lift it off of there. At least that's the plan. Hopefully we can get the gun on all of these. Of course not. Doesn't want to get it this way. We need a swivel. I'm going to pause you guys for a second. We're going to get a swivel on this stuff. Might be a little too slow. Gotta make sure the hood don't jump up when you do that. Sometimes it'll want to like flip over. I wish I had the right swivel. I got a 14 was kind of tight. I don't want to put a 15 on that. I'll probably strip it. My 9/16 is broken. This one got a little bit of rust on it. They're real tight on 14. The one really nice. Anticipated that. So we're gonna just kind of hold this, make sure the hood don't get away from us. Not doing anything weird. We'll just lay this right here. I'm gonna go right up to the front and get rid of this hood. Get rid of my hammer first. Pull it towards me a little bit. Oh shit, I forgot I wipe the things. I don't want to break those. I forgot our wiper hoses, guys. I'm going to go back after them. Hopefully that stays there. It doesn't slide back and punch out the windshield. One more. So the car had 23,000 original miles on it when we left the power tour. Now it's got 26 and change, not much, but that heating issue's really got me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're pulling the stuff out. Maybe Pontiac's just overheat. I have a problem, believing that, but maybe that's how it is. I don't know. You have good paint. You don't want to be sliding this around all over the place, but we don't. That wasn't that bad anyway. Okay guys, here's our hood. So we're gonna strip off. I'm gonna not show you guys everything. I'll bring you along, I guess, for some of it. We'll just keep it running, I guess. We're gonna get rid of this. We have a table set up behind us with most of our tools and a place to lay all this junk that we're taking off. You know, not junk, but you know. All our crap. Like that. And that'll go in a box, and then maybe someday this will become a crap box or something else. Who knows? You can never tell. One never knows. Pull this up the hose off. I just put these on so they should come right off nice. Put these on for the trip. If you guys haven't seen that video, go back and take a look at it. We took off all the original hoses. We put gauges in, which was probably the worst thing we could have done because, like, for 2 years I rode it around. Same old story. But we rode it around and we didn't know there was an issue. It was running a little bit warm. Until we put gauges in. And then we knew there was an issue. Somewhere down there in the drain pan. Probably just poured it all over the floor. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So we're going to strip off some of the stuff. And get that radiator to come out next. We're going to get our bolts in order there. I don't like having bolts all over. I like my hardware to go back to where it came from. We'll figure out what's what. We'll make a couple different piles or whatever. That's what we need to do. Use a 1/2 inch wrench. So I don't know what I did with that either. So maybe it's still over here. Don't see it. Don't see it. I don't know if I can turn it with my hand. But you got a 1/2 inch wrench. Oh, there it is. 1/2 inch wrench for the transmission lines, train cooler lines. Already took the bottom one out. There's the drain. The radiator's been draining. Still gonna make a mess everywhere, I'm sure. But yeah, here we are. Last time we were doing this radiator was in Summit parking lot. And we'll steal all the brackets off this motor and all that stuff. Alright, there we go. So there's our line. I don't bend them just slightly. I don't like bending on them either too much because if you get them all weird, they don't want to start back in correctly. Like when you go to start them in the radiator there, and it's a different spot, or you're not happy anymore, or whatever. Bolts holding it in from the front. I'm going to pause. I'm going to pull in 4 bolts, and then we'll lift our car up, whatever. We'll get the shroud out of there first because with 2 people, you can kind of hold it. With me, I just can't. Like guys, when we couldn't get at those 4 bolts. It wanted to fight us, the 4 bolts in the fan. So I moved that shroud around a little bit more. I took the belts off. It lets you throw the thing all the way back. So now we'll snatch the radiator, and then we'll take the fan. There we go. There's our new radiator. Got another rubber here. Snatch up those rubbers. Put them right there. I don't know what's holding that fan shroud in. I guess it's something on the bottom, probably a bolt or 2. But we can actually, maybe we'll put that back where we had it. Pinch on top of that alternator bracket. We'll see if we can get a 1/2 inch in there. Get these bolts out now. We're getting them loose, but they just want to fight. They want to fight us, not, you know? They don't want to fight us. Everything wants to fight all the time. Like the one bolt that always stays threaded in something. There's our fan. So, everybody says this is the problem. This 4-bladed factory Pontiac fan, the way it left the factory, is the way it is right here. Everybody says this is why it overheats. Pontiac, did you make a mistake? Maybe they did. I don't know. run this up. This can stay with the motor, but we gotta do we gotta do oil practice and stuff too. All this is gonna stay. We're gonna get rid of the shroud. We're gonna do some underneath stuff right now. Let's grab our tools. Got bolts together. These are all the rest of the way picked over, but I want that fan shroud out of the way before it gets broken. All right, guys, we're gonna grab that last. So I took all these bolts. These are the factory bolts. They've all been coming right out. So hopefully that one does too. I think it's the one I show you is probably gonna be the one that breaks off, snaps, or strips, or tries to be a huge pain in the ass. But all of them so far have zipped right out without any problem. So hopefully this one does the same thing. There it is. Look at that, factory bolt. Not snapped off, no nothing. Right there, look at that, huh? 4 of them, just like that. And we're gonna get rid of the rest of this exhaust, guys. This is where we're at with the exhaust system. We're just gonna get rid of it, I think. We're gonna, it's going dual anyway, so it's gonna go something decent dual, like once we get situated. But for now, we're gonna like kind of hack this together because that 400 is not a permanent thing. But yeah, there we are. I'll bring it back in a second. All right, guys, the exhaust came out with a crash. Undid the bolt, and the whole thing kind of fell out. We had to do some cutting, and it knocked the phone over, knocked our recording over. So here we are. We're gonna take off splash pan next. So there's a bolt backwards on this. This is an ambidextrous Turbo 350. I've never seen one that does both. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but it has a bolt here, and then there's a bolt that's not used up top. That's the small block Chevy bell housing bolt, and the one next to it is the Pontiac. I know they did it on the 200Rs and all that, but I never seen it on a Turbo 350. It's a first for me. Maybe they're common and I just haven't seen them, or maybe it's kind of uncommon. So we're going to go after those next. There's 3 9/16ths on this side and 3 on the other, so it'll be a total of 6. We're going to get the cover off. We're going to pull torque converter bolts. Training's staying in. And then we'll probably whip the starter off after the fact. We'll get some tools set up. I'll pause you guys. So we're going to zip them bolts out. It would be better. We got Selena on this out right now. And then we got one bolt over there still holding us. I'm going to go throw these on our table. So guys, we're going to grab our oil pressure line while we're here. It's right here. I already broke it loose because it's the same size as the other thing. So there's our oil pressure line. That'll just sit there. We're going to leave that hanging. We're going to go after these 9/16 bolts next. So we're going to figure out some type of a bunch of sockets or a swivel, or probably go after what they're having shroud and just bust them right out. And then we're going to get these torque converter bolts, which is a 9/16 also. You guys can't see nothing right now. I'm sorry if you can't see nothing. But those are the torque converter bolts. There's 3 of them. So we're going to go after them next. We'll go after them next. And that's a wrench now. We're going to turn the engine. We're going after the last one now. The second one wasn't even really tight. It was like, I don't know. Maybe it's a Friday car, like I was just saying. This one's tight. So two of them were tight. That'll tear up your fingers. That ring gear's shut. Everything comes out nice. I do like low mileage, rust-free stuff. I don't even know if you guys can see. You can see my hand up in there, so I'm guessing you can see. You guys, I don't know if you can see. All right, we're gonna go after bell bolts next. But guys, we're gonna go after this one bell bolt. This seems to be the only one we can get at with a gun. So we're gonna whip that out. And I don't think I can get at the rest of these because this cable's in the way, the kickdown's in the way on this one. And then the other ones are just so tight to the firewall that I can't get there. So we're gonna end up doing them with a wrench, and you guys ain't gonna be able to see it. That's how it's gonna go. Alright guys, we're gonna pull the distributor next. I think we're in the clear with most of this stuff. Where we need to go. Anyway, There's two top ones in there, and they have these. They put all the stuff in the way. So, and all of us can't be in there at the same time, so you guys probably can't see it. I'm gonna point it to you. Okay, right in there. It's right around there. That's the top of the transmission right there. There's a bolt there. There's a bracket. It's almost impossible to get at. Shalene's gonna pull off the coolant hoses. There's one right there in the shadow. There's one in the back. You guys can't see it. Goes for the back of the intake. She's gonna pull them off now. I'm gonna work on pulling the throttle cable off and the brackets off. So we're gonna get to stripping on this thing. Because we need this bracket, I'm just going to pull the bracket along with this thing. I don't have a carburetor yet for this. We're going to have to find something. I have a couple junk ones over there, which are also crap box, so kind of fits, I guess. There's that throttle cable. It's kind of funny because the throttle cable, the kickdown cable goes to the inside of the car. Weird, goes to the pedal for the training kickdown, which is, I don't know, it's different. Brake booster, we probably can make that line a lot shorter now, because we had nowhere to go with this one. I'm going to throw these two bolts in the other intake, so we don't lose them.
You're gonna have to pull this because you can't reach it at all.
Okay, you got the hook clamp off? Here's one. There's the stuff these guys here. You can grab the little one. Oh, you already got it loose?
Some more, but I don't know how we ever get this one either. No longer on. Still have the strength?
Can you do it?
No, too weak.
Can you loosen the clamp on that one? On that serrated, corrugated looking thing? I don't know if this is loosened for you. I don't know if that's loose. It's coming off, but I think that's the problem. The clamp is still might be a little tight. What do you guys think? You think that clamp was tight? It might have been. It might have
Got this
been.
one.
Alright, on the table it goes. We're not painting in here or nothing because we don't care. This is a temporary situation. So if you want, you can grab a 9/16 and pull that bracket off that was holding that hose.
This bracket?
Yeah, it's a 9/16. One bolt. I don't know what to have help do. I never have help with these. Weird. I'm going to get the wrench. See the wrenches. What's the wrench? Man, these things are on there. They've only been on there like a week. We'll take the whole thing then. How about that? Most likely this is all going to be shortened up. I don't think it's, I think the 400 has more vacuum output than. So we're going to go after accessories next. We need them. We need this bracket, which is 9/16.
Do you want me to put this bolt back in there or?
We're going to kind of just clean that up slightly. We'll just stick it on the motor where you took it off of this one, and then we'll clean it up later.
Okay.
Maybe put it on there loosely. Not the right size. hopefully this alternator bracket works on the other engine. Stuff is we can't use all our brackets because of the intake. That's what we're gonna put it on there.
What am I putting on?
This thing probably. I might have to steal this intake bolt and switch it out with that one. But I don't know. It looks milky. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't look like oil. It doesn't look good. I need that thermostat on there, right? I'm gonna feel that thermostat. Get our thermostat out of there. Hopefully we don't wreck it. Yeah, I don't know why it's dirty.
You think that could be part of your eating issues? Oven issues?
I don't know. I think it's just dirty water.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where the dirt's coming from because it's been emptied and cleaned. And the intake doesn't look terrible. So I don't know. Shalene, you want to get a 5/8 and pull that thing out?
Yeah.
That's going to go through time with that shitty gauge. And here's our 160 thermostat. We're going to stuff this right in the other motor. I don't know if we're going to use this thermostat housing or the other one. We're going to use something. You guys
Sorry,
can
which-
watch Selena pull that out.
What am I pulling off this?
That's it. 5/8 we're going to use one. Top one.
That way. Right.
No, go the other way.
Towards you.
Pretty sure. Nothing wrong.
That's tightening.
I don't think it is. No, it's not.
The most thing I know how to do lefty loosey, righty tighty.
That's what we always told each other. That's what we used to say. Lefty loosey.
But that was going to the right, so.
No, it wasn't. Going
Is-
left. Clockwise. Left. Right would be this way. Right would be clockwise.
Oh yeah. I don't know. It's that Ohio left.
Oh, Ohio left, okay. I think I had this in the front. Not bad. I don't know if we should try to take them out. Guess we'll try. I'm going to pause you guys because we're just standing around. We're just touching up our new water outlet. Spraying it. Got cleaned up. Put it on there. Makes the alternator bracket fit right. Huh? Look at that.
Yeah.
It's like brand new.
Yep.
Brand spanking new. Pause, you guys. Hold it. All right, we're going. Shalene's putting the fan on. Oh, wait a minute. Take that off.
Take it off.
Yeah. I just realized that I need that off for a minute. For 1 sec on. We gotta change that separator. No strip. Wonderful. This is what's been going on with this motor the whole time. So I guess we'll put that back in there and find a nut for the other side of it. I'm guessing that's probably why it was so long in the beginning. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. So now I need to find a nut and a 9/16. So, right here. I'm going to tighten this up, guys, and then I'm going to find a nut for that. Good. And we'll find a nut. I think I saw one over there on the bench. Got a nut? There we go. All tightened up. Then we can put a full pulley on. I'll save the factory bolt. Just gonna put a knot on there just to temporarily hold it. And alright, that's gonna be that. So this motor's pretty much ready to go. And then we're gonna go over here next. We've got some more things to do over here next. We're gonna get set up and then I'll bring you guys back. Shalena's gonna pull off the harmonic balance, not the harmonic balance. We're gonna pull that off too, but we're gonna get the pulley off first. She's going after that pulley right now. There's 4 bolts in there. Yeah, do it like you mean it. And then we'll get a big socket for the middle one. We're gonna zap that off too, because we need that harmonic balancer. I think that big one was a 15, 16.
Yeah.
Okay, it should just pull right off. Look at that, huh? With ease she did that. Did you see that? You guys missed it. There's a big knot in the middle of that. I'm pretty sure it's that one. You go right down the middle and zap it. If you don't want to do it, I'll do it. I'm going to lower it for you a little bit for you.
If you go lower?
Yeah, just watch that. I don't want to crush that pan on you.
Oh, okay, it's fine. It's fine. Stop, stop.
Just make sure it's all the way in. Yeah, there you go.
Are we in the right direction?
Yeah. It's got plenty of dirt in there. And that just pulls off. That's probably going to be a little bit too much. So we're gonna grab that stuff and pull it off. We're going to get a bar and we're going to pry it off of there. These normally pull right off. But this one must be stubborn, so totally in control. Wiggle, wiggle? No? Not yet?
Not for me.
Alright, let me give it a little bit more. Get a little bit more on this side. I'm gonna do that. Oh, it's not sealed. Should come off right now. And there it is. There's the harmonic balance, guys. So we're gonna put that on the other motor also. But we're gonna do this harmonic balancer next, guys. This is a 350 one. It has the same part number as the 400, so I'm guessing that's going to be the same. So we're going to have to get that bolt out of there. We clean this all up, no ridges at all. Wouldn't expect any. The motor's so low mileage that it shouldn't have any. So, because it's got no mileage on it. Doesn't even have any groove or nothing. Got a slight. So this wants to go like that way, kind of. See that line? It's going to line up with 0 on here, kind of. You'll feel it go in. And this is the keyway.
Yeah, I saw the keyway. I don't see it.
Is this the bolt you just took out of it? Or is this the one out of the other motor?
You got to push it in there. This is the bolt I took out of there.
Oh, jam that bolt in there. And then she'll jam that bottom pulley on. Good? Got the bottom pull. Good enough?
I don't know what I do with
What's it done? Yeah.
it. Show folks.
Yeah, there's a plate and then you have to line that up. Other way.
Other way. Put it on backwards.
Yep. Flip it. There you go. Clean this up real quick. I'm messing away from that.
Can you go ahead and tighten it?
Go for it.
Okay.
Alright guys, there's our pulley. We'll have her tighten that last bolt on the other thing too. No little bracket. No problems.
Okay. This is it.
Is it this one?
Yeah, that one. Probably covering it.
I should have moved this. Let's see if it's going to bottom out this time. It's going to fuck up.
Nope, it's okay.
Good. That's it. There we go. Alright, we almost saw a pretty complete motor now. Here we go. We're going to do a little bit of stuff underneath. I got to get one wiring harness back out of there and a fuel line. So we're going to go up and one bell housing bolt. And then we're going to pull this motor. Alright guys, we're going to go up to that motor mount that is right there. I can't see anything, so it's right around here. You'll see it. You'll see the extension go up in there. That's the motor mount bolt. That's what we're going to go after next. There's two of them. We're going to go after them next, and then we have one transmission transmission bell housing that I left in. So this is where we're going to go. Oh, it wasn't even tight. Some of the stuff on this car was really loose. I wonder if it was a Friday car. Other people used to say that, Friday car. I don't know if that's really a thing. I'm starting to think it is after the T-Bird. I'm going to look and see what date that car was built on, because they left bolts out of the door and everything. And that guy complained about everything on that car. Everything. Because it was, it had to have been a Friday car, right? But there's our other motor mount bolt right there. Where are we? Right there. That's it. That's what I'm going to go after next. Hopefully it comes right out like the other one. Maybe it's not even tight. Who knows? Oh. Zip right out of there. Okay, so there's the two motor mounts. I'm going to grab the that one transmission cross member. No, bell housing bolt, not cross member. Okay guys, that's the bolt. Where are we? Here we are. We're going after that bolt right there. Hopefully we got enough extensions. We might need a couple more. I am not sure. We're going to run short. We need more extensions. Alright guys, I gotta switch it out. Get a new extension. Going back after that bolt. Hopefully it just zips out of there. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to get in front of you guys because I can't hold this stupid thing. That doesn't want to come out. And of course that's running. So I'm gonna have nothing but problem. This is how it goes. I want to show them one bolt, and that one bolt I pick is a bitch. And I can't get a wrench in there.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Very well. It happens all the
Fortunately.
time.
Unfortunately, it's just how it is. There's no room in this shit. Hey guys, you ain't gonna see that one. Okay guys, we got a regular ratchet on that last bolt you see me struggle with. We have a strap, some blocks of wood. That's what's gonna hold up the transmission. So we're ready to go now. We're gonna lower this down. And I think we got everything disconnected that we need disconnected. I think our wiring harness is all disconnected, so all that stuff can be pulled out from the top. I'll check to make sure. Yeah, we're all set. So we're gonna pull our wiring harness back. Our engine mounts are out. This thing's ready to go. So then we're gonna end up shimming that starter on the other motor too. I don't want to. Hopefully we can get the. We have 2 shims I think that were in this one. I don't know what they are, but we'll check. But yeah, we're gonna drop it and pull it. Alright guys, we're gonna pull this motor. I think we're ready to go. We didn't miss anything. We should be all set. Looks like it's coming out of the mount. Driver's side anyway. I think we might be getting stuck. It's stuck on that side. I don't know what we're getting stuck on, but we're pretty loose on the. Maybe the crane just ain't quite centered. Could be that. It could be anything. It's gonna come up just a little bit more. That transmission probably ain't quite high enough. We did do the. Maybe that's it. Oh, that's it, I think. Well, we're stuck on the bell pins, the dowel pins in the bell house. It was moving. It looked like it was moving slightly. Caught up on something. I don't know. Maybe. Sounds like it's loose. Loose. We're very loose. All right, we're gonna pull this back some, see if we can get this thing moving in the right direction. Out of there. Right direction being out of there. Left my light over there. So here comes our overheating 350. Look at that, huh? Coming right out of there. Right out of there. I'll move you guys up a little bit. Go here. We'll zoom that in a little bit more. There it is, huh? Look at this thing, huh? 26,000 original miles. Being sucked right out of there because you can't deal with overheating. Done with the overheating situation. And there it comes. In the 400 situation, it's going to be a temporary situation. I think we're going to end up LS swapping this thing. It's just the way it's going to go. I know I hate to, I'm not an LS swap the world guy, but I mean, you can't argue with them. They work. They work really well. And that 350 came right out of there. It was got a front main seal leaking. I used to see a little spot for that. And I think the rear main was leaking a little bit, but it's a rope seal. I mean, I don't know. They're gonna leak, right? We're gonna jerk this thing away from the car. I don't have a stand for it yet until that 400 is off that stand, so this will probably just hang out here tonight. So I can do exhaust manifolds and all that stuff on the other motor. and get everything put together. Like all our starter pieces and our little electric thing and jiggy. We're getting a little bit of slip swapping to go. Still gonna swap some stuff over. Yeah, put our motor mounts on there. So we got a little bit of stuff to swap, but not terrible. Just want to make sure the flywheels are the same and all that stuff. That's plenty high enough. Alright guys, I'm going to pull this out and then we're going to swap some stuff around. It's pretty uneventful. Like, we're in pretty good shape. You guys didn't even see half of that. So anyway, here we go. And now there it is. It's out. So we're not going to clean anything up either. We're just not. We're going to put that 400 in there temporarily and then figure out what motor mounts we need to swap to LS. I don't know if that's going to get the old clam bucket style. I don't know if they ran the clam bucket style in 70 something on the Chevelle of this thing. You know, the other A bodies. We'll have to figure it out, but I think I'm going to body off with the frame too next time. When this comes apart, it's going to be all the way apart. Box the frame. We'll sandblast paint the frame. We'll paint the underneath of the car. We'll do all the good stuff. Alright guys, like, share, subscribe. See ya.